Happy Sunday, everyone. My name is Tanner McGrath, and I cover Major League Baseball here at the Action Network. And I've got two baseball bets for Sunday's slate, and they happen to be on two of my favorite teams. Starting with, as you can probably guess, going with my Miami Marlins on the money line against the Cleveland Guardians. I love my fish in this spot. If you follow me on Twitter, you know my affinity for betting the fish. A couple of reasons why I like them a lot on Sunday. First, the Guardians are promoting pitcher Logan Allen to make his MLB debut as the starter for this game. The righty has been unreal in AAA so far this season, using command and control of a four-pitch mix to strike out a lot of batters despite below-average fastball velocity. He checks in at maybe 92 miles per hour. But he's still a rookie, making his MLB debut. That's a situation I always try to avoid or even fade. And I love fading him today because he'll be sharing the mound against the Marlins' Jesus Luzardo, a guy I've done a complete 180 on in the last two seasons. His fastball velocity is way up, now over 97 miles per hour on average. His stuff plus across his entire arsenal is up. His changeup, like every Marlins changeup, is forcing whiffs at a crazy rate, and actually between his slider and his changeup, those two pitches combined for over a 50% whiff rate. As a result, he's striking out over 10 batters per 9 innings. And he's keeping both his ERA and expected ERA under 3. He looks like a totally different pitcher from his time in Oakland. And in a battle between two southpaw starters, the Marlins lineup surprisingly has the advantage. Miami fixed its lefty woes from last year. They're currently hitting a slightly above average rate against southpaws with a 102 WRC+. The Guardians, meanwhile, check in at just an 87 WRC+ against that side. And finally, two things that have surprised me this season. The Marlins bullpen has been just unbelievable. Only the Mets and the Yankees have a lower bullpen ERA than the Marlins over the past 2 weeks. Meanwhile, the Guardians' defense has been really poor. Usually elite defense, they're currently 27th in outs above average and 28th in defensive runs saved. Add it all up, and the Fish should have every chance to steal this game. They've strung together a bunch of wins in a row. The vibes are good in the locker room, and I will take them at minus 120 or better on the money line today. And for our second pick, we're going to go with the Action Network's favorite baseball team, the Arizona Diamondbacks, as home dogs hosting the San Diego Padres. Happy Dre Jameson Day. The Snakes' young starting pitcher, Jameson, he's a unit. 6 feet tall with 80 grade sprint speed, so he generates a plus 98 mile per hour fastball. He also pairs it with an elite slider, so he's got a great 2-pitch mix to fool batters. He needs a third pitch, but things are working fine for right now. He'll be going up against the well-known Yu Darvish. I'm actually not sure who I'd give the starting pitching matchup advantage to in that spot. That said, the Snakes are the better defensive team. They're the better base running team. The Snakes are 12-9 entirely on the back of their speed and defense. They're just more athletic than every other MLB team. But meanwhile, the Padres aren't hitting. Their 88 WRC+ is worse than the soft-hitting Diamondbacks, who check in with a 95 WRC+. And the bullpen advantage I also surprisingly give to Arizona, who's been better from a reliever xFIP perspective. I also just don't really feel like backing the Padres right now. I actually think the Tatis return has made them slightly overvalued. Meanwhile, the Snakes have been a cash cow this season. Our favorite baseball team to back. I'm ready to do it one more time. We're getting great value with them as home dogs, and I like them to even money. Those are my two favorite bets for the day. I will say it is Patrick Corbin Day for the Washington Nationals, and as we do every 5 days, fade Corbin 6 ways to Sunday. Take Twins first 5 money line. Take Twins money line, take Twins first 5 team total over, take their full team total over. Do whatever you have to do, and check back into the Action Network's YouTube channel for more daily action picks.